And he's got a question. Did you start? Okay, what's your question?
I was like, can I get a tissue?
Yes. Okay, she'll get it. Okay, so good morning, class.
Good morning, Miss Lacey.
I am so happy to be here to see Mrs. Wilkerson's third grade class, my friends in third grade. Today, guys, we're going to be covering some different things. Okay. Once you guys all have your Chromebooks, you have your login information. Yeah. But before we do that, we're going to talk about what you're going to be doing today. Today, we're going to talk about a survey, and you're actually going to participate in doing a survey. Okay. Raise your hand if you've ever done a survey before. Survey? Okay. All right. So raise your hand if you've never done a survey before. This might be your first time. Wow. We got a lot of you guys that have not done surveys before. Okay. So let's talk about what is a survey. A survey is something when we want to ask your honest opinion about something. Okay. And when we do surveys, we do it because we want the feedback. We want to know what is your opinion on something and what things that you can do that you feel that we need to do better, okay? So when we take our survey today, our survey is going to ask a lot of questions. There's about 17 questions on the survey. It's going to ask questions about bullying, okay? At the beginning of the school year, I know your teacher went over and did the bullying PowerPoint with you guys, and you talked about what bullying is, and you signed an agreement that acknowledged that she went over that. You understood what bullying is. That was probably back in August, early September. October, I came in and I did a bullying lesson with you guys as well, and we talked about bullying. So today, you're actually going to do a bullying survey. And you're going to be able to tell us your thoughts and everything about bullying, okay? So before we do the survey, I'm just going to go over a couple of bullying things so that you are clear on what is bullying. Because sometimes, even as adults, we get confused on what we think is bullying. Sometimes it's not bullying, it's just somebody being mean. And sometimes it really is bullying. So I want you guys to know before you take the survey exactly what is bullying is and kind of refreshing your memory, okay? Okay, so when we talk about bullying behavior, we're talking about things that are happening when people are hitting you, kicking you, punching you, tripping you, and all those other things. That is what we're talking about when we talk about bully behavior, okay? It might be someone calling you a name. It might be someone saying, hey, let's not play with this group of kids. Let's not play with her, or let's not play with him. But they're excluding you from a crowd of other people of your grade level or different grade levels, okay? They might be teasing you. They might say mean things to you over and over again, or maybe call you names. That is all forms of bullying. Or they might be just making fun of you. Maybe making fun of the way your hair is, or the clothes, or your shoes, or the way you talk, or the way you act. Those are all forms of bullying-like behavior, okay? Mean behavior is when it's done on purpose, okay? Sometimes when you guys say, Miss Lacey, they're bullying me, I have to stop and think, are they being mean or are they bullying? Because when someone bullies you, they're targeting you. That means they're doing it to you and they're doing it over and over and over again, okay? If someone says to you, I don't like your shoes, and then they never say anything mean or do anything to you, then that's not really bullying, they're just being mean, okay? And we do have people that are just mean, okay? But it's not bullying, it's just them being mean, okay? But when we talk about bullying, it's happening over and over again. It can happen in the bathroom, it can happen in the classroom, it can happen outside for recess. But it's happening to you by one particular person over and over again, or by a group of people over and over again that they're doing that to you, okay? And what they're trying to do is they're trying to give you the imbalance of power, meaning that they're trying to have power over you. Okay, they might want you to be scared of them. So therefore, they're going to, might intimidate you, might say things that to get you to be scared of them. They might hit you or punch you or say things just so that you can be afraid of them. That is what we call bullying behavior. Okay. Let's go on. I'm going to read a couple of sentences, and I want you guys to just shout out and say if you feel it's bullying or just being mean. Okay. My friend told me that she doesn't like me yesterday. Your friend tells you yesterday they don't like you. Is that being mean or is that bullying? Mean. Mean. Correct. You guys are good. Mean. That's being mean. The next one is, one time Jack called me a loser. Somebody called you a loser. Is that mean or bullying? Mean. Mean. Yes. Good. This boy is always making fun of me and I can't get him to stop. I'm scared of him. Bullying or mean? Bullying. Bullying, because remember, he's always making fun and he can't get him to stop. That's bullying, okay? and he's scared. That's another one. This girl was always being mean to me, and we got into a fight. Is that mean or bullying?
Bullying.
Okay. Listen to this sentence again, because this is a tricky one, guys. This girl was being mean to me, and we got into a fight.
Mean.
Is it mean or bullying? Mean, because it doesn't say that they got into a fight and she was always fighting her every day. It didn't say that it was repeated, right? It just said they got into a fight. Okay? That doesn't mean it was bullying. Okay? Another one. This girl is getting everyone to hate me, and I can't stop her. She makes up things about me that are not true. Is that bullying, or is that being mean? Bullying. Yeah, you guys kind of said that low, like bullying. That's bullying. Because remember, part of bullying is when you try to say mean things about other people and you try to isolate them and you tell other people not to play with them or other groups not to be with that person. That's a form of bullying as well. Okay? I am scared to walk home after school because these same kids always wait for me and try to hurt me. Is that mean or bullying?
Bullying.
That's bullying, yeah. Because it says always. They're always waiting and they try to hurt me. That's bullying, right? Okay. Let's see. I think that is the end of that one. Okay, so now what I want you to do is you're going to, in a couple of minutes, you're going to take the survey, okay? So here's a couple of things I want you guys to know about the survey, is that I want you guys to really be honest on this survey, because the purpose of this survey is that you have an opportunity to tell us your feelings. The survey does not have anybody's name linked to it, so I won't sit there and say, oh, this is what Jonas put down, and this is his answers, and this is what Nolia put down. I don't know, because you're not going to log in underneath your name. Everybody's going to have the same login number, and it doesn't tell me who said what. So this is your time to be honest, and answer the questions to the best of your ability. Don't be like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to put this here. It doesn't really matter. It's a joke. Because what happens is my 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders are going to take this survey, and when you're done taking it and everybody's done at the end of the month, and I look at all the data from April, it'll be able to tell me how you guys feel. And that kind of helps me as a counselor and help Mr. Millenhausen as a principal and help Mr. Snaden to know that, guess what? We do have bullying in our school. This is where it's happening. A large amount of our kids say it's happening right here. Or, you know what, we only have 10% of our students who feel that they're not safe at school. It helps us, it kind of gives us like a report card of how well we're doing and how we can help you. Just like you guys get your report card, you get your M's, your P's, your E's, right? That tells you how well you're doing. This survey is going to tell us how well we can do and what we can do to improve. So this is very important for me, because I can know we can't make changes if we don't hear you guys' voices. This is your opportunity to be honest and be like, I really feel that way. Because nobody else is going to know your answers. I'm not sharing these answers with anyone else, and no one else has the right to look at your answers, what you're putting out. It is what we call confidentiality. That means that nobody else is going to share this information. I'm not going to share what I get, this information, with other people outside our building. I'm only going to share it with myself and Mr. Millenhausen. So that's really important that we do this, right? Are you guys ready to go? Give me thumbs up if we're ready to take our survey. Thumbs up. Good job, guys. You guys are doing excellent. Okay, so I shared a file with you. Open up your Chromebooks, and there should be a file, and I think it's Miss Berger shared a file. Go to Share with Me in your Google Drive, and look for a file that Mrs. Berger probably shared with you. And it might say 3 through 5 survey. Are you guys finding it? Okay. Once you click on that link, it should take you to like a URL, and it should be highlighted in blue. Click on that, and it's going to take you right here to the screen. And I'll be around to help you guys. Okay, get signed in quickly for me. Did you? Okay, go to your Share with Me. Are you in your Share with Me drive? Okay, so see. Okay, keep going down. Okay, where did you find it when it was shared with you? Did you find it under my name or was it Berger? Okay, so go to Mrs. Berger.
I think it actually was just, should be, right there.
Survey. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Third grade. You just scroll down too far. Okay, so when it says survey, it says third. It should say third through fifth grade survey. When you're there, guys, just click on that blue link and it's going to take you right to this page. Okay? Let me see. Okay, do you see where it says survey? Did you go to share with me? There you go. All right, who needs help still? Okay, you're going to click on this. Okay, so you're there. So, let's see. Yep, click on that. Click on that. All right, once you guys get to the page, just wait just a second, okay, guys? Who's not on the screen right there? Where the folders? Okay. You go to your share drive. Your Chromebook died? Okay. Yours should be third grade. Where's yours going? Here we go, survey. Okay, so who is still working on getting to their survey? Getting to the folders. Okay. All right. Okay, nope, we're not gonna mess with that. We're just gonna go right here to this survey.
Don't worry about friends that are on, Joseph. That isn't something we need to worry about.
All right, so raise your hand if you're still trying to get on the folders on the screen. You're not there yet. Okay, I'll come around and help. You're there. Are you there? Okay, nope, you need to go to your share. Okay, nope, you're too far. You're too far. You're gonna have to wait. Okay, so, okay. It looks like everybody should be right here on the folders, right? Okay, so here's the thing, guys. When we take this survey, I want us all to do this as a group. So that means we're going to answer the questions. I'm going to read off the questions, and when I read them off, you're going to go ahead and answer. Don't work ahead, because some of these questions might be a little tricky and I need to explain them, okay? So make sure that you're not working ahead, but if I'm on number 1, we're all going to be on number 1. When I go on number 2, we're all going to be on number 2, okay? Good job. Thumbs up if everybody understands those directions. Good job. Okay, so everybody's at the screen right here. I want you to click on this second button, and it's going to take you to the survey. And once you click on that survey, I want you to stop, because I need to make sure that we're all there.
What survey?
Okay? And your survey should say, first question should say, I am a. If you're right there, then you're right where you need to be, and we're going to stop. But, yep, log into the survey.
Wait, so is the password this?
It's actually going to have the same username and the same password. So use the slips I gave you and just go ahead and log in. Yep, that is going to be your login. That's the same thing. So you're going to use the same words to log in. You're going to use that 1718 DAMA 47. You're going to do that whole thing. And remember, guys, you're not going to put your name on this. Yep, you're right where you need to be. Good job. Yep, you got to write everything. Start with that 17. We're going to start with the 1718. And that's your login. Right? Good job, Jonas. You're there. Are you there? Good. Nope. Remember, I said we're going to do this as a group, so I don't want you guys working ahead. Once you get logged in, you're good. Are you logged in? Okay, good. Are you logged in? Okay, you might want to check what you put out. Make sure you're putting your numbers in correctly. This table looks good. You guys are all logged in. Are you guys logged in over here? Yep, good. Good. Raise your hand if you're not there yet. I want to make sure that we're all doing this at the same time. Okay, you're there. This table's here. All right, you guys are all there. Good job. You're there. You're there. You're there. You're there. Are you there? All right. So here's the thing. Raise your hand if you're still not logged in yet. I think pretty much everyone is still. Got a few of our friends that are working on it. Okay. Okay, put it in. Did you put it in?
Yeah.
Are you logged in, Keith? Yep, good job. Are you logged in now?
I'm 2 or more.
Okay. Let's see. 47. Hit enter. Okay, there you go. Okay, seems like everybody is already logged in. Great job. Now, here's the thing about the survey. Again, when we take this survey, I just need for you to put your answer in. You don't have to share out with anyone. Okay, so for example, when we do the first one, you don't have to say, oh, I'm a boy. You don't have to say, oh, I'm a boy or I'm a girl. Just keep your answers to yourself and just kind of make sure that you just fill in your bubbles, okay? So you're going to have to make sure that you fill in every bubble. If you don't fill in your bubbles, it's not going to let you go to the next page, okay? So if you're saying, Miss Lacey, I can't fill in my bubble, it's not going to let you if you don't fill an answer in. It wants you to answer every question, and there's 17 questions, okay? So make sure it's very important that you fill in your bubble, okay? And it's very important that we stay together when we do this, not work ahead, because I want to make sure that you guys understand each of the questions, okay? All right? Thumbs up if you're ready to do your survey. All right, this is going to be pretty easy. And I know 3rd grade, you guys are doing an excellent job. You can handle this. You guys are smart, and you can do this, okay? So the first question says, I am a mark boy if you're a boy, girl if you're a girl, okay? Go ahead. Oh, we're not on number 2 yet. Remember, we got to stay with, if we're going to finish each one together, and then we're going to move on as a group, okay? So number 1, I am a boy or I am a girl. So fill in the bubble which one you are, okay? Number 2, my ethnicity is white, Caucasian, black, African American, Hispanic, Latino, biracial, 2 or more races, Asian, American Indian, or Hawaiian. Mark which one that you identify yourself as. If you're mixed with maybe black and Caucasian, then you would probably put down biracial, 2 or more races, okay? Okay, or if you are mixed with maybe Caucasian and Hispanic, you're going to be mixed with 2 different races. You need to put down biracial, okay, or mixed, okay. All right. Number 3, I am in grade. There is the little bubbles underneath there. It goes from 3rd grade to 12th grade. Fill in the bubble that you are. You guys are in 3rd grade, so mark 3rd grade. Excuse me. Okay. And then hit the next button, and it's going to take you to our 4th question. Our 4th question is, I feel safe at school, yes or no? Do you feel safe when you come to school? Do you feel like I can come to school and feel like I can go home safe? I'm safe at school. I don't have to worry about things happening to me at school. I feel safe. Check yes or no. Number 5, I like school. Sometimes, most of the time, sometimes, or never, or always. You might be like, I love school. So you might want to put always. You might feel like, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Mark sometimes, or most of the time. Or no, if you don't like school, you might mark never. Okay? Number 6, I like to learn new things at school. Always, most of the time, sometimes, or never. Okay, Okay, we're going to hit the next button and we're going to go to number 7. At my school has clear rules or expectations for behavior, yes or no? Now, when we talk about school rules and expectation for behavior, we're talking about pride, okay? Pride is our school behavior, our expectations. If you know pride, then you can say yes or no, okay? Number 8, my classroom has clear expectations for behavior, yes or no? Does your teacher, Mrs. Wilkerson, you know how she expects you to behave in class, right? You guys know what she expects out of you, okay? Then you're going to either mark yes or no. Okay, number 9, I have at least one friend in school. Yes or no? You might have more than one, but if you have at least one, you're going to put yes. If you don't have any friends, then you can mark no. Okay? Then hit the next button.
What's number 7?
Okay. Number 10. We're going to be number 10. My classroom has clear expectation for behavior. Do you know how she expects you to act? Yes or no? Okay. Number 10. Is everybody ready for number 10? Raise your hand. I want to make sure I'm not leaving people behind. Okay. Looks like everybody's ready to go for number 10. Okay. I feel included in activities at school. Always, most of the time, sometimes, or never. And those activities could be like classroom things that you guys do in here that are fun. It could be school-wide things that we do for school. Do you feel like you're included in it? Do you feel like we're like wanting you to be part of it? Okay. You can say always, most of the time, sometimes, or never. Okay. Number 11, students in my school treat each other with respect. Always, most of the time, sometimes, never, or other. If you mark other, there's a box there that you can explain why you marked other. Okay. But again, students in your school, that means other students in the building, know how to treat each other with respect, right? Everybody know what respect is? Okay. And that's part of our pride. So yeah, I know we know what respect is. All right? Hit the next button, and we're going to go to number 12. Number 12 says, adults at my school treat students with respect. Okay? Always, most of the time, sometimes, or never. Okay? Adults at my school, and that doesn't just mean your classroom teacher. That can include me, Mr. Millenhausen, Mr. Schnaden, Ms. Hill, all the other staff in the building, in the cafeteria, on the playground. You feel that adults treat you, students, with respect. Okay? Number 13, there isn't an adult at school that I could talk to about my personal problem, yes or no? Is there an adult in this building? Doesn't have to be your teacher. It could be me, it could be Mr. Millenhausen, any adult. You feel that if you had a problem, you can go to any adult in this building and talk to, yes or no? Okay. Number 14 starts our bullying, okay? So this is where I wanted to make sure I made it very clear for you guys, because the next several questions are going to ask you bullying questions, okay? So number 14, I have been bullied at school every day, once or twice, once a week, once a month, or never. For some of you, you might put down you've never been bullied, and that's fine. For some of you that have put down you've been bullied, it's going to ask you more questions. So this is the tricky part. This is why I didn't want you to work ahead, okay? Because on this question, number 14, is really important to know that if you put that you've never been bullied at school, then you're going to just stop for just a minute, because it's not going to ask you any more questions. But if you did put down that you've been bullied at school before, it's going to ask you about 4 more questions, okay? So if you put yes, then you need to pay attention, because the questions I'm going to ask you are questions that's going to appear on your screen. If you put no, it's not going to ask you any questions, okay? So for those of you that you can hit next, and when you hit next, if you put that you've been bullied, it's going to ask you this question. How were you bullied? Okay? And physical, was it hitting? Were you pushed, kicked, shoved around, or locked inside a door or outside, okay? Cyberbullying, cell phones, computers, social media sites, text messages, chats, and websites. Or was it verbal? Verbal means you're saying, someone's saying it to you. Saying mean things, teasing, name calling, taunting, and threatening. Or was it exclusion? Purposely not invited to participate in an activity? Or was it sexual? Comments, gestures, name calling, jokes, or contact of sexual nature. If you marked yes to that question, it's going to ask you these questions. If you did not mark no, again, if you did not mark no, it's not asking you these questions, okay? It's only going to ask you if you mark yes, okay? Okay, so where are you at? Yep. And again, guys, if you said no to number 14, it's going to skip you down to number 15. If you said yes to number 14, it's going to ask you the questions I'm talking about right now. So if you're on number 15 and you put no for number 14, then just hang tight, okay? Because it's not going to ask you these questions. It identifies that, hey, this kid has not been bullied, so I'm not going to ask him questions. If you type yes, it's going to say, this kid's been bullied, I want to know more about it, okay? So if you mark no, again, you're just going to be on number 15 and just hang tight for a couple of minutes, okay? You guys are doing an excellent job with this. And I know these surveys can be tricky for you guys, okay? Number 14, if you marked yes, 14B says, where did the bullying happen? Another place at school, before or after school, in the lunchroom in the cafeteria, the school bus while riding the school bus, the bus stop before getting on or after getting off the bus, the school hallway, the school office, the counselor, the main office, maybe the nurse's office, online at school while on a computer using a cell phone, the playground, outdoor play area, the restroom, the school bathroom, the classroom where the teacher and adult was not present, and the classroom where a teacher and adult was present, a classroom with a substitute teacher, and specials where you have maybe art, music, or somewhere else other than that. So for that one, if you marked yes that you were bullied, we'd like to know, where did it happen? Where did you get bullied at, okay? And if you put something else, it gives you a box that you might, maybe one of those categories or something that it didn't happen in one of those. That extra box is where you can write where it happened, okay? Okay, you guys are doing good. We're almost done. We're on the home stretch. Okay. What did you do? We're still on 14 and you're saying you got bullied. Now we want to know, what did you do? I told an adult at school. I told an adult at home. I told a friend at school. I told no one. I want to keep it to myself. I walked away from the student bullying. I ignored everything. I told the student bullying to stop, and I was mean back. Okay? Mark whichever one. If you said yes, you should be on 14C right now. Okay? Okay. 14D. Is everyone still with me? Thumbs up if you're still with me. All right, I didn't lose anybody. I don't want to lose anybody, okay? Good job. Number 14, did the bullying stop? The bullying stopped completely. The bullying stopped for a while, then it started again. The bullying stayed the same, no change. The bullying got worse. How was that bullying for you? Okay? Then hit your next button, and now we're back all on track to number 15. Okay, so thumbs up if you're at number 15. I want to make sure everybody's at number 15, ready to go before I start number 15. All right, good job. So number 15 says, if I tell an adult at school about bullying, the adult will help. Always, most of the time, sometimes, or never. Okay? If you tell an adult, hey, I'm being bullied at school, what do you think the adult's going to do to help you? Will they always help? Or will they help sometimes? Maybe they'll never help, or maybe most of the time they help. Okay? Number 16. Students at my school try to stop bullying when they see it. Always, most of the time, sometimes, or never. All right, let's hit the button and let's go to number 17. I know someone is being bullied or harassed. I will check. Now in this box, you can check as many of them as you want. You don't have to just check one answer. You can check multiple answers, okay? So when I see someone is being bullied or harassed, I will help by trying to stop the bullying, help by getting the student away from the aggressor. And remember, the aggressor is the person that is the bully, okay? Help by telling an adult at home, help by telling an adult at school. Not help because a student bullying is my friend. Not help because a student bullying is not a friend. Not help because I'm afraid that I will be bullied. Not help because I don't want to tattle. Not help because it's none of my business. Or not help because nothing will change. And you might have 3 answers, or you might have 4, or you might have 1. But you can have as many answers as you feel that you need to put there. Okay? We're almost there, guys.
You shouldn't be done. Oh, that one, yeah.
Next one, go ahead and press next, and you should be at 17A. Everybody still with me? Everybody still there? Question says, our class has regular classroom meetings. Now, when we talk about classroom meetings, guys, your classroom meeting is that time that Mrs. Wilkerson talked to you guys about community things that's happening in the building and relationships and how to best solve problems, okay? Does your classroom have meetings? Maybe 1 or 2 times you've had meetings. Maybe you have meetings every day. Maybe you have meetings once a week. Maybe you have meetings once a month, or you never have meetings, okay? And sometimes those morning meetings might look like she might talk to you guys about like the Boys Town stuff. She might talk to you guys about other things that are happening. She might talk to you guys about just different social skills that you're doing. The second step, yeah. So if she talks to you guys about second step, you know, you can put that down. Okay. Number 17B, if your class has regular classroom meetings, how helpful are they? Very helpful to have classroom meetings, helpful to have classroom meetings, somewhat helpful to have classroom meetings, not helpful at all to have classroom meetings. My class does not have classroom meetings. So how do you feel about those classroom meetings that she has with you? Okay? Do you feel like they help you? Or maybe they don't help you? Okay? You can hit the next button, and it takes you to number 18. In this box it says, please enter question or comments below, but you might think you might need help with. But if you need help with something right away, contact your counselor, which is me, okay? So here's the thing. If you want to add something to this, this is your time that you might want to add. And when you add this, you know, we can take a look and say, you know what? I didn't really think that, you know, a student in our building thought that. Maybe we need to do this. Maybe this is a good idea, you know? Because sometimes as adults, we don't always know the answer, and sometimes we need to rely on you guys to help